Hello, welcome to my channel. Let's paint a landscape. Okay, I have here titanium white, lemon yellow, cadmium orange, cadmium red, alizarin crimson, cerulean blue, ultramarine blue, and the last one is raw umber. Okay. Let's see, just 1 second. One second. Okay, I got everything here, and I'm gonna start this. I'm gonna use a brush, thick brush. I'm just gonna start sketching the darker areas here with a lot of water. Okay, this is gonna be my space for mixing the colors. Sorry, for painting, for mixing the colors. It's gonna be this area. Okay, I'm gonna mix ultramarine blue and cadmium yellow. And let's see, I'm gonna make some changes to this photograph. The link to the photograph is on the description box. I found this photograph on Pixels. That's a free copyright photograph. Okay, first thing I want to change is I want to erase this tree, the bushes here, because I want to create, we see this river, but this kind of is interrupted. I want to just get the feeling that it's getting away, and I can even create maybe a path here. Let's see, I want to just cadmium yellow and white. It could be here. Yeah. Okay, and instead of having a lot of leaves on the river, you can just add some reflection from the sky. Let's say that we got that kind of grayish sky, but let's say that's a light blue sky. Okay, that means that I can do this. Since I got the light here, the reflection here, this is going to be my focal point, this area. Okay, the trees are going to be here. Okay, maybe I should move the tree that we see on the photograph in the center, that's in the center of the canvas. I'm going to move it a little bit more to the right. Yeah. We can see the tree there and the reflection on the water. But just create something just too symmetrical. I prefer to move it to the right. There. About the sky, I'm thinking, okay, I see the sky. The sky is lighter than the trees. I could change that and make the sky darker than the trees, or I can just change the color. Obviously, a light blue sky, it creates a nice contrast with orangey trees. Or this, because there's some sunlight hitting there, and that's gonna create some orangey trees. Okay. Oh, let's see. Hmm. Just thinking. Okay. Okay. Let's add some color to the sky. We can just enhance any landscape by just saturating all the colors we see. Okay, like if you know the sky is blue, you can make it bluer. In this case, you know the sky is pretty just light and gray. I wanna just this kind of knock down bluish grayish color. And if from this color I'm gonna be able to control better. If I want to make it a create more contrast, I'm just gonna make it a bit bluer, or maybe lighter, or maybe closer to what we see on the photograph. But I think okay, that is gonna be better if I create more contrast on the sky. What I mean is that on the photograph the sky is light, the trees are darker. I'm just thinking about values, okay? You see the opposite here. If you think about values here, the sky is darker. I mean, the trees that I have here are too yellowish, but you see that are lighter. Eh? Okay, I'm moving the tree to the right. Okay. Another thing that we see, the light is getting here and here, and obviously we got all these areas in shadow. Yeah. Yeah, let's try. That means I need to darken up all of this in order to see the light here. Okay, let's pick up just raw umber. For a little water, just want to make this a bit darker. Okay. Let's see, I can just kind of move it to the right or open up the river here. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to mix white and cerulean blue and add more light here. Okay, it means that this is my focal point, the light here. Okay. I see in the photograph that looks like the river goes like this, and then goes like this, and then like this. That's a beautiful color that we see in this area. Kind of a darker bluish color. This one is going to help me to get a base here. Okay. Let's see from a distance. Is that clear? You know my focal point? Yeah. You know, basically I just exaggerated that a little bit. You know, we can see that on the photograph. That's clear. Yeah. Oops, just 1 second. Yeah. And instead of having a bush here, maybe I can make it just a tree, just there. It could work, maybe. Let's see. Oh, hello, Kunda. Oh, hello, Creatorholic. Kundan is asking me, you prefer oil or acrylic for the landscape? Oh, and this channel is just about acrylics. I paint everything with acrylics. I don't know. You know what? It depends about how many changes you want to do or you plan to do to your painting. Okay, because we see sometimes a beautiful photograph. Okay, and sometimes we see a scene that's kind of beautiful, but let's say not so colorful. And we got in mind, let's say that they painting that we're gonna paint something colorful because we want it, just without any particular reason. That means that we're gonna need to make changes to the painting. Okay, now when you paint with oils, that would be better to plan ahead all the changes, because in that way you're gonna need to, or otherwise you're gonna need to wipe off the paint, repaint here and there. With acrylics, is you know, I would say that's different, because if you make a mistake, you just let it dry and repaint on top. Okay. The only problem with acrylics is that when you want a bright color, you need to paint it on top of a lighter color. And if I want a light yellow and I paint it on top of this area that's darker, I couldn't get a really bright color. I will need to just repaint so many times. And what I have seen, you know, acrylic painters doing, they repaint that area with white and then paint the lighter color on top. That's the only problem with acrylics. But and just that, I love that here when I decide my focal point was going to be lighter and darker, you know, the rest that's going to be I'm not going to say easier, but let's say that I'm not going to make so many adjustments, because one thing for sure that I'm not going to do is just add a lot of light here, because that's going to just create a different focal point or two focal points, and that's going to be more difficult to deal with. Here, a focal point is perfect. We see that on the photograph, yeah? That is there. The composition, the valley structure is there. The few changes I'm doing is just to create or create the illusion of depth a bit more than what we see on the photograph. How I'm doing that? Creating this path, this light there. Okay. Another thing about acrylic, and that's different. Speaking about painting on a refinement, painting one section that's different from oils is that it dries, we paint on top, okay, paint and repaint and repaint. Yep. But if you wanna ask like 1,000 people that paint with acrylics and oils, which is better in terms of what you get at the end, I think most people are gonna say oils. Yeah, but that's just an opinion. What colors are you using? Do you mean the brand or do you mean the name of the colors? I mentioned the colors at the beginning, and I mentioned them again. Titanium white. By the way, I'm gonna spray some water here. Titanium white, lemon yellow, cadmium orange, cadmium red, alizarin crimson, cerulean blue, ultramarine blue, and raw umber, the last one. The brand, this is a local brand. I live here in Peru. This is the brand. I like it. Okay, and it's not just about the brand that is made here in Peru. It's just that this brand, it was started. Started this one a painter. A painter was the one that started this acrylic brand. Now it's kind of everybody knows it, and everybody uses it here. Okay. Hello Dalgisa, thank you. Hello Rokaja. I hope you read my message that I sent you with my painting and follow your steps. Okay, I'm gonna check out that. Okay, let's continue. No, another thing that I'm planning to do is obviously add a lot of more color. For example, here on this area there's more light. I can add some orange touches and green touches, different greens, bluish green and yellowish green. And the good thing, if I paint it too orangey, I don't care. I'm just gonna leave it dry and repaint again. And if I see those colors there, that's gonna work even better for my painting, to have more colors on the canvas, especially around my focal point. I painted a landscape. I painted with my patrons a landscape a couple of weeks ago, and I did change the sky of that landscape to a pinky sky. It did work. It did work pretty good. The other option, I just saying that because this sky from the photograph is just gray. I see some clouds there, but nothing to really use it. Nothing to really like exaggerate. I think, and on top of that, adding clouds here, that's gonna be too much. With the trees here, I think I can just make this sky maybe a cleaner blue, like cerulean blue with white, just that. Or let's say that this light is from the sunset, and then I could add a little bit of yellow in the sky, a little bit of pink, violet, orange. Yeah? But the other thing I'm keeping in mind that's gonna be maybe too distracting from my focal point. A flat sky is gonna keep the attention just here. Yeah. Now, if I'm keeping my focal point here, I'm not gonna add the same light that I got here, for example here. Okay, if I get the same, my eyes are gonna go there. I don't want that. I want to create this illusion of depth, but here, or in this area. Okay? That means that our eyes get into the painting. Here it goes there, and we don't know what's happened there, but we know that that continues. On the photograph, obviously we know that that continues because that's the logic, but see that clearly? I don't see that clearly on the photograph. It's just like, I know it's there because I know it's there, but I don't see it. I don't see it. It's just the knowledge I have about a river, but I want to show it here more clearly. You know, now between what we want to show and what we got, there's always a difference. Let's see how I end up this painting. Wow, this is moving too much, the canvas. Try different brushes and different blues. If you use this cerulean blue, look at the green you have. You use a different yellow, like cadmium yellow, to change the green. And you mix obviously cobalt blue or ultramarine blue with the same yellow, you got different greens, which is pretty beautiful, you know, to have more variety of colors. Let's read some questions. Kundan saying, thank you for explanation, but I wish I paint a painting in oil. Oh, okay. Yeah, one of these days. Yeah. Got another question. Creator Holic said, do you ever finish your acrylic paintings with oil paints? No. I mean, that's something that I have done a few times, but just a few times because I needed to. Okay, once there was a guy that he wanted me to paint a portrait for her girlfriend, you know, and she was just flying to Europe the next day, and he was, just wanna give her a portrait, and can you please paint it for, you know, for tomorrow? And I was like, no, there's no way, you know, that's too fast. And he was, you know, how much is a portrait? I told him that I'm gonna pay you double, you know, double amount. And I was like, okay, but you know what? That's what's gonna happen. That I'm gonna use few materials that they kind of accelerate the drying process, but at the same time they could damage the painting. If you know how damage, you know, I told him that that's gonna change the colors a little bit. Okay, what I did, it was first I painted the first layer with acrylics, which is okay. That's okay. That's not gonna damage the painting. That was really fast. Okay, just basically a few hours. And then the next layer with oils. That was the problem, because to make the oil paint dries, the only medium at that time that I knew, it was there was a kind of a liquid, but it wasn't liquid. But I don't remember the name. I don't know the name in English. Sorry, but there was a darker, you know, liquid. and make the oil paint dries in just half hour, an hour top. But what happens after a week? That area that you painted with those this medium, it kind of becomes a bit darker, but a bit darker. That was obvious that, hey, what happened here is just like you painted here with this color, and then you see the next day that is darker like this. It's not like a lot of difference, but well, let's say between this and this. But definitely there is a difference, and I told him that. That was one of the few opportunities that I did that. I painted with acrylics first, and then with oil on top. Now there are a lot of some friends of mine that they do that. Yep. Okay, it looks like it works pretty good. Okay, let's see. Oh, hello, Victoria, for Joe. I think for acrylics, you can paint for landscapes. You can paint with landscapes with acrylics. We don't need oils. I mean, that's what I think. I don't know. You can get a lot of things done with acrylics. But if let's say that if somebody is a beginner, I would say use oils instead of acrylics. And that's because of the dry time. The acrylic dry faster, and you're gonna find yourself just retouching, mixing more paint again and again, again and again, and again and again. I would say that oils are not easy to use, but definitely because of dry is really slow. You have the time just to relax, to go for a cup of coffee, even go out, get some fresh air, and continue painting after a couple of hours. And the painting is going to be there. It's not going to dry on you like acrylics. Okay. Anyway, I love both. But for example, for portraits, I find it easier to paint with oils, obviously, because of that, because of the dry time. It's kind of confusing this. Okay. And if you wanna just practice color harmony, so just let's say that you don't wanna copy the photograph exactly. You just wanna just get a nice colorful interpretation. Let's say I would say that acrylics that would be better for that. Okay, because every time that you mix a new pile of paint and you mix again, you get a new color, a new variation. Don't repaint everything. I already got different green here, kind of orangey, bluish. That's pretty nice. Yeah. And just even the first layers, and already got some color variations there that it work. I think for me that works pretty good. Okay. Okay, that makes the color for the water. Okay, spray water even on your painting. Okay. Hello, Michael. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna paint the sky. Let's see. Just thinking. I'm gonna just paint a flat sky. Let's see if this color is okay. Is that okay? It's too colorful. I think it's too colorful. Yeah. Drive my eyes to that area. Okay, I'm going to darken up the color. Let's see if I keep it like that or if I darken up. Oops, it's too dark. This is cerulean blue and white. Let's see. Okay, just thinking about the colors now. Okay. Spray water on my brushes. Okay. Okay, let's think. I got the focal point. Okay, that's good. Could add more things here. We see here some, some bushes there. I need to repaint this green. I don't like it. A little bit of red. Yeah, more red and white. I'm going to paint a tree here, tilted, or tilted to the left, tilted to the right, yeah? Too light. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I'm painting a woman here, sit here, but I don't know if that's gonna work yet. Maybe I'm gonna end up erasing that, but let's see. I need just a smaller brush and a lighter brush. Okay, get a couple of liner brushes here. Oh, got one here that I have used with oil paint. I'm gonna just clean it, just 1 second. Okay, let's see if I'm gonna be able to paint some details here. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to draw the silhouette, and after getting the silhouette, I'm gonna see if I'm gonna be able to get some details. Oh, I don't think so. Okay, let's use another brush. It's not like I want to paint every single detail here, but at least I want this woman looks like it's just a drawing. Obviously, I'm not gonna paint one eye or nose, but just be sure that at least we can see a profile that insinuates the face. After painting this, I'm gonna think about just some edges, maybe soften some area, or I don't know, I don't even know. What I usually do, is just have a sharp edge where it should be more important to see, kind of blurry, but I don't think that's important. Okay. I gotta think where and where. looks. I should paint a rock. She should be sit on a rock. Yeah. Okay. Just gonna continue painting here and there, and let's see. Okay. I think that's too bright, but I'm gonna just keep it there. I can even I could do it, paint it even brightest, even brighter. But I wanna see how it looks. Okay. Just like the light is getting over here. We see a little bit of light on this bush here. Okay, just this one, yeah. Okay, gotta pay attention to the trees. You know, they look like, because of this tree, I think we know that those are trees, but maybe they're gonna look like mountains if I don't put more work here. Okay, let's add pure orange. Since this area is my focal point, some pure orange, maybe it's gonna create some transparency here. too much orange. So the good thing is that, like I said before, with acrylics, you can just paint and repaint, let it dry, and just we continue. I'm adding a little bit of violet. It's not like I want to repaint some areas, I just want to add more colors. Okay, just thinking what to do here. Squinting down my eyes and just thinking. I was just maybe I should use just bigger brush strokes. Okay. I know. I think it was kind of better when I saw bigger brush strokes on the trees. Now because I tried to add more details, I got like more to see here, but I have a doubt that's gonna be better for the composition. Okay. Anyway, the good thing is that we can change a lot of things here. Okay. Just thinking. I'm using more orange than green. Anyway, I want to paint some of these trees a bit more greenish. Let me see if that green works from a distance. I think it does. I was thinking to add some greenish accents to these bushes here, but just thinking twice. And about the water, I need some glazes here. I like this color, but it's just like maybe with a little bit of another color here, not just okay. Subtle variation. Okay. That's too bright. Eh? Oops, that's too bright. Notice that sometimes I lay down a brush stroke, and the first thing I said, is the mistake I think I made. Like, it's too bright, it's too colorful. Okay, but I don't retouch it that just right away. I just leave it there. Like this green, as soon as I laid down the green, I thought, oh wow, that's too much. But I noticed that I didn't touch it. Okay, I gotta just wait. I need my eyes kind of to adjust to a new color, and don't just think, or just, let's say, don't just go into what the first thing that I think about, like, hey, no, that's too colorful. No, that's I gotta fix it right away. No, usually I just leave it there. Okay. Let's see. One thing that I don't like is the sky. The more I see it, the less I like it. Yeah. What do you think? Maybe I should light up the sky, or maybe separate the sky in two parts, like bluer here and lighter here, or opposite. Okay. No, I'm gonna think about it. Just 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. I just went out just to see. There's something at. Okay, I'm gonna just add a glaze. The good thing about acrylics is that we could just add a glaze anytime. Okay. Yeah, it's just this darker color here. No, the one thing, if you don't like the glaze, you're gonna need to repaint on top. That's for sure. Okay. But that's okay. What I wanna do is just knock down a little bit the slides here. Or change the color. Let's say that I add different trees. Okay, like a greener tree or red tree. I don't even know, but definitely I wanna do something in this area. Break up the diagonal. I see the same on the photograph. No. Okay. And I gotta work on this tree. Look at that. Look at that. Oh wow, that's really it's too simple. Okay. First, speaking about glazes, I'm gonna glaze the sky and see if that helps in some way. Okay. I'm just gonna make it lighter, okay? Just white. That's a glaze. Okay. One option that I thought about was painting the sky pink. I still like the idea. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's think about uh, rules about color theory. And that's, you gotta do obviously with the color we see. Okay, we think about contrast. We see everything because of contrast. Light versus shadow. Okay? And at the same time, you add, here I have a contrast between this area is darker than the trees. No, the other contrast is the color. This is blue, this is, let's say, kind of orangey, greenish trees. And that's color contrast. Okay? We can continue just adding more contrast. The contrast that we see in the photograph is that the sky is basically lighter. But you know what? That's the thing that I like the contrast. I want to create the focal point here. And what if instead of making that lighter, I make the sky darker? I could do whatever I want and see what works. If it doesn't work, what do you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just repaint it again. Just that. It's no big deal. Okay. That's the good thing about acrylics. Just let it dry and repaint again. Every material has its own advantages and disadvantage. Okay, where's my orange? What? Oh. I have a little table for my acrylics and a little table for oil paints. Okay. Now let's darken up the sky and let's see what happens. Okay, here. Okay, what do you think is going to happen? Obviously, we're going to see more light here. Okay, it's just contrast. This could be value contrast. I'm knocking down the color of the sky. Okay. And just to add what? More light on the trees. I'm not saying that this color is going to work. Let's see it yet. And one thing that we could do is just let it dry and repaint again. Okay. Okay, now we basically darken up one area. If I'm looking off, maybe I'm not gonna see the sky anymore. I'm not saying that the sky is just like, I'm not gonna think about that because it kind of disappears, and I'm just gonna keep my eyes just maybe seeing here and seeing here, and that's gonna be enough. Okay, but I could do more. You know, I could add just a cloud on the sky. Yeah, that would change even more. That could add something more to work. But yeah, it's up to you. Oops, what happened there? It's better if I just let it dry. Okay, another thing that I see here on my painting is this here, this, and I gotta break up that. It looks like a line. Obviously there's not a line there, but it looks like maybe a shadow here. I'm gonna break up that. Okay, another thing is the green. I see the same green everywhere. It's not like I wanna just get rid of this green completely. It's just always think about variety. Okay, you can add a different green. You got more blues, you can have more greens. Or even just the greens that came on a tube. That's gonna be perfect. Okay. Another thing that I could do is just use a different brush. For example, I have a film brush here. A film brush is gonna create a different texture. Somebody like it? Yeah. Go ahead and use it. Well, I'm trying to say that we have so many options. Okay, where's gonna be the darker area here? My painting. Maybe more blue. Usually I don't use black when I paint landscapes, but if I have to use it, I will use it. Okay. Black is a beautiful color. It creates a really nice contrast. But no, not yet. Now I'm trying to echo the pinky color here. Okay, a little bit. Two options we have. We can just add a complete different color to create more contrast. Okay, make the pink just glow, or we echo the color. Okay, when we echo the color, basically we're using ambient light. That means that it bounces and creates harmony around here. Now I can create a little bit more light around here, and that's gonna create my second point of view. Let's say it shouldn't be brighter than this one, but definitely this should have enough color, detail, and contrast just to draw our eyes there, like a little, space, warm space here where she lives. Okay. Now I got pink. What's the opposite color of pink? Let's say green. I'm saying that because to create more contrast, I'm gonna add a light blue here. If color theory is right, this light should glow because it's, you know, it's against pink. Yeah, that adds more attention on this character there. Like the same happens when you got blue, like the water, and you just mix orange and white. That would make nice reflected lights. Why? Because that's the opposite color of blue. You can just add pink too. Okay. Oops, that's too bright. Anyway, there's other touches here. I think that's too much. Yeah, too much. Oops. What do you think? I have another option. I could paint the sky green, light green. Yeah. Light green. Yeah. Too much, too much. Yeah. Oh, creator holiday feels like the sky needs some warmth from the sun too. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. I was just thinking like I was thinking just let's say that the first thing that you see or you how you get into the painting is just like here, you know. To see the character, it gets there, like something is happening there. The sky, it was for me just like something that I, I couldn't avoid to see. It was just too bright. Now I see the painting. I don't think about the sky. But as soon as I think about the sky, I say, "What's that? It's not even a sky color." Yeah. But my eyes, they say, "Don't go to the sky right now." You know, try. Just see the painting. Try where your eyes go. Like you know, to usually it goes to a lighter color. Okay, that usually what happens. Our eyes go to a lighter color. And the lighter color here are the trees. Okay, look at the photograph. Where your eyes go is just here in the sky, and a little bit of the reflection here. Yeah. I'm not saying that the photograph obviously is not working. The photograph is what we see in real life. Yeah. And I'm just saying that I want to create my own composition based obviously on the photograph, but where I kind of guide the eyes of anyone that's gonna just watch the painting. Yeah. And when I see the painting, I see this person. That kind of tells a story, something, something. I don't know anything, but even some feeling. And then it goes here, and then here it kind of what's happening there. I obviously you know this as the sunlight, but it creates this path. That's it. And I don't think about the sky for anything. The sky is just there like any background just to create contrast. Okay? But when I start to analyze the painting, like, hey, what I'm seeing here, this and this, then I think, oh, well, that's not the sky, that's not working the sky. Yeah? And that's when I think I should do something more with the sky. A bit warmer is going to open up my focal point. Warm here, warm. You know, I think I could add a cool color. In that way I keep the contrast. Okay. You see how many changes we can make with acrylics? That's amazing. The only thing that you gotta be prepared to paint and repaint and repaint. When you have some doubts, then you know, but let's consider everything a practice, okay? Everything is a practice, always. We learn for every painting, we learn for every mistake. You can keep even some brush strokes, like just keeping some texture, or you can just smooth out the brush strokes. It's up to you. Okay, that adds, for me, more contrast. Okay, but now I see the sky. Yeah, do you see the color there? It's just like, it's not just the light here. Something else just has happened here that, you know, we got another new kid on the neighborhood. That's this color here. What I'm doing is just echoing this color here and there. Okay. It's the beauty about color. Yeah? You see, just like you cannot stop. Just continue, and every time you got something new that maybe you're gonna like it or maybe not, but anyway. Right now I could change the sky and make it green. What would you think about that? Do you think that's gonna be okay, green? Hmm? Yeah, Michael is saying happy mistakes. Yeah. Creator Holic saying I like the pink. Yeah. But this tree, you know, to be honest, I'm getting tired and I don't want to paint this tree anymore. I'm just thinking about this blue here. It's going lightly, 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 lightly. Uh, Okay, getting closer to the end of the session. When I look up to the sky, I just think that color shouldn't be there. But if I don't see it, it's just like, yeah, that's okay. It works. As soon as just I see it, I move my eyes up. If I could have painted this with oils, I could have planned it before, the sky and all of that. Or I wouldn't change it that much. I'm not saying that that's not possible to change the color with oils. Of course it is. You just add more paint, and that's it. Yeah. It's just that, you know, I don't know how to say it, but I think it's more fun when you just paint and repaint, and you're able to retouch and retouch. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And that's it. Let's see the time. Almost 2 hours. I think that's pretty good for let's say a sketch. Obviously, it's not a finer painting. Yeah. What I mean is that I can do better. Maybe not. Who knows? Okay. Yeah. Okay, last chance I have to change the sky. What would you say? I should change it or not? If I change it, I'm not gonna change it anymore. Just one thing for sure, that if I make the sky lighter, that's gonna add more light to the paint. Yeah, definitely. What do you think? I'm listening. I would love to. I would love a suggestion. Okay. There's a glaze. What I mean is the painting is transparent. It's not too thick. Just a little bit to see you know, a subtle change. You just add more water. You can just repeat the glaze. You know, you can just repeat, and you can just you see how many things you can do with acrylics. Just repeat. Look at that, now it's lighter. I like it. I like the better. I like it better now. Okay, that's it for today. Okay, still have the focal point. Yeah, that's good. Uh, with the pinkish, a darker pinky sky, I added more color. No, but I think this option is better. It's quiet. It's quiet. Yeah. Okay, thank you so much for being here. Okay, and yeah, you know, that's it. Maybe I think I'm gonna light it up just for me, you know. But that depends. Uh, that would be about just like if I wanna see more light, the whole scene. I can just add light blue sky. But when I keep it like that, you know, with this kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like there is a focal point, there's light, but it's not like it's not like a natural light. It's not like a, it's, I don't know how to explain it. The thing is that I like the mood. I like the mood. It's not happy. You know, if I want to make it happy, I think just by changing and adding a light blue sky, I can just change it completely. But I think that's gonna be something that I'm gonna keep to myself. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's it. Bye, everybody. Take care, you all. See you next time.